playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to push his way through, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Got it? 6. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, baby, return over, get that ball. Ready, go.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Lock it. Check 43. Echo. Check 25. Check 25. Check 24. Check.
Now Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 49. Check 49. Slam. Wide. Get wide. He's coming. 22 jet bomber. Hayward.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to...
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here we go. Go to 54. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Check out, bro. Hot, hot. Hey. Then we're going to 53.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here go 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
First down, Patriots.
There we go. Hold on, Nate. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, 4. Here we go. Go. Get out there.
Prescott. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And again, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Check. Recon, 132 fight. 56. Watch the curls. Squeeze, get in there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check 59. Mike is 59. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right. But it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. That's what I do. Here we go, 46.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You got kill. 47. Gun. Mike, 4. Time to go. Night.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott from the gun. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Shorty. Hey, Haywood. Watch twist.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch it. We're going to 53.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Man, that's trash. Here we go. Go to 54. Heavy. Go. Get out there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott on 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
47. Here we go, going to 53. Hustle. Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
21, Chiefs 13. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill! 47! Give me that ball! defense! Tight yard! We're going to 54,
They'll run on first down. Dobbins had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Kill. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Double. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 6. Here we go, set. Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Evan Ingram with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready. Here, two jet.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
55.
Hey, team 6.
65.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man is Michael Thomas. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
36. Good. 47. 26, Mike. Watch the curl. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Sliding out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280! 357.
Here I come.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
82.
To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Cobb. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Wentz now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
Here we go again. Mike, 55. Right there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Let's get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yo.
5'9".
Check. 59.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We'll go 47.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. This pass complete to Higgins. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chiefs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ram.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
57 to Mike.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
First down, Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On third down, Dobbins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to make it a 3-score game late. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Too little, cut. 59 mark.
Score, Tokyo! Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
57.
I'm coming.
To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go.
57. Hey, let's get some penetration here. We're getting some penetration.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.